All right.
So, yeah, it wasn't recording that whole time, or?
Not just pushed it.
You good. Oh, okay. So the time is moving, you know
Yeah.
what's going on. All right. But yeah, go ahead and read that again just in case.
This is Romans 10 and 13. For whosoever shall call upon the name of the Lord shall be saved.
Whosoever shall call upon the name of the Lord shall be saved. Go ahead.
How then shall they call on him and who they have not believed? And how shall they believe in whom they have not heard?
How can you believe if you ain't even heard his name? If you think his name is Jesus, you ask backwards.
Jehovah Jireh, Jehovah Nisi.
Right, it ain't no Jehovah. It ain't no J's. How the fuck can it be Jehovah? You know, that's that bullshit.
And
so how can they know if they haven't even been taught? Go ahead, Al.
And how shall they hear without a preacher?
And how shall they hear without a preacher? Which is, he's talking about his servants, the prophets. That's who he's really talking about. Because a dumbass preacher and pastor in one of these churches is not going to teach you the real name of the Heavenly Father or his son. In other words, you're going to keep on calling on Jesus. And that's the only person you're going to know.
Israelite Task Force.
Right, that's the Israelite Task Force. And yeah, best believe they got an Israelite Task Force in Grand Rapids, Michigan. They got one in all these other states. And yes, we are known as terrorists here.
Oh yeah, just to let y'all know, they starting to bring out those smart cards. Now the smart cards is a device where it's kind of like the chip, except it's on a little plastic card, where it got your information and all that shit on it. But you know, that's just the runner-up next to the chip that they're gonna eventually put in place sometime. I say maybe around March of next year, 2013.
And you know, the elders had brought this out in 2008 sometime. You know, that they was going to put the chip in IDs first. That's what the smart card is. You know, because with this smart card, they're putting it in homeless places right now that's got the chip in it. They take down all your information on this chip and shit. It's in the card, and basically you go there to get your lunch and your dinner and all that other bullshit.
You're gonna wash your fucking clothes.
Right.
And you will still use a fucking sewing kit.
Right. Just use the smart card. You know? And pretty soon them chain chips is gonna be implanted in you niggas. So the chip is starting right now. At least in Grand Rapids, Michigan, it's starting right now. So, you know, basically if you part of the elect, you better start getting prepared. Get mentally prepared for this, you know. Start getting ready to call on that name. If you don't know the name and you're part of the 2/3, which, you know, that will manifest itself, hey, fuck you. You know, that's your ass.
See you in the kingdom, nigga.
Hell yeah, see you in the kingdom. Now, hey, if you're in Michigan, you better go to Detroit. Otherwise, might just give you a flight to motherfucking Arabia somewhere and shit. You can get killed over there, you know, shit. You know, he might tell you, Ahaya and Yeshaya bless you. You know what I'm saying? Send you Hell yeah. Yeah, send you on that plane, and that just happened to be the plane that they want to run into the next tower. You know, shit.
Hey, get a picture of that cloud right there, too, Hold up, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, y'all motherfuckers that ain't hip to the game, man. Yes, the Lord dwells in them clouds, like them chariots of the Lord, the so-called UFOs, is in them clouds.
Right.
Don't let these fucking crackers tell it's dark because it's filled with moisture. It's dark because something is behind the motherfucker. Alright? When you out there wear a white tee, nigga, and you wear a black beater on the underneath, and that bitch look like it's dark, it's cause you got something dark underneath it. There's something under the motherfucker. Just, you know, just a quick little something for these little dudes, man. Hey, man.
Right.
Get ready, man. You know, the Lord always, he's watching us constantly. You think, oh, that's a cloud, nigga, I'm gonna keep fucking this nigga and all this shit. No, we constantly being watched all the time. We not just watching, them angels is constantly watching us. You better wake the fuck up, man. Shit, we find that man. Go ahead, I can like.
Yeah.
I was gonna bring Revelation.
Go ahead.
Revelation 13, starting at 16. And he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Who is the he? The elites. And they think they doing this in their own will, but really they playing the role that the Heavenly Father wants them to play. They're doing exactly what the Heavenly Father wants them to do, so that way their kingdom can be taken out of power. And that no man might buy or sell save he that hath the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So you're not going to be able to buy or sell, be able to get food, pay your electricity or anything without having this chip implanted in you. It's a way for the elites to keep track of you, to know who you are, and to basically either place you on a terrorist list, or if you just, one of these average peons out here that they ain't got to worry about. That's what that chip is going to mean for them. But it's a judgment in here to you niggas that get that shit. We ain't talking about you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that get that bullshit. Because we're not talking to these other heathens out here. You can take that chip. So you Edomites and you other nations, you go ahead and take that chip in your right hand or wherever. Put it in your ass for all we give a fuck.
Eat, motherfucker. Go ahead and eat to you other motherfucking nations. Don't not get the chip and think you got salvation, because you really gonna put yourself through a lot of unnecessary shit. But we got one black bitch in the car filled with crackers.
Too. Alright, here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast. For it is the number of a man, and his number is 600. A score is 20. So 3 times 20 is 60, and 6. So 666. That's what you see on your barcode labels. Anything that you buy and sell has barcode labels for 666. So now they're going to start upping the ante with these smart cards, and then they're going to make it mandatory for you to get these chips. They even doing something now to where you got to have a little card, at certain jobs to put your money on, so that way when you want to get your paycheck, you have to go through that card system. So that's another way they can track your income.
But his brother that's in the truth, understand one thing, please. Especially if you got a black woman, please understand that in that day, she's gonna try to urge you, baby, our kids are hungry, baby, I'm hungry. Baby, you need to go on and get this tip and stop bullshit. You better be strong. You better put that goddamn hand down. You been slapping the fuck out of her, baby. Shake the shit out of her. Do what the fuck you gotta do. You gotta let her know.
If slapping her and shaking her ain't in your game plan, leave the bitch alone. Period.
Grab your kids, because yes, they are your kids.
No.
So yeah, this is gonna be, just like the brother said, of course we already know that a lot of these women gonna take the chip anyway, because they ain't got no faith, they faith is weak as hell, and the only thing that's gonna sustain a woman is a man of the Lord in that day. A man that the Most High is dealing with.
Some single bitch down there. Oh, I'm single and independent. Hey, the Lord is working with me.
Guess what? You wanna be single and independent, your ass ain't gonna make it into the kingdom. You ain't getting in except it's by your husband.
You're gonna be gang raped.
That's according to the scriptures.
You're gonna be gang raped and you're gonna be gang raped and beat because you ain't gonna have no protection.
Right, because that day is coming swiftly. And then of course a lot of women is gonna get that mark of the beast. But it's up to you men, if you part of the elected 1/3, to know. Don't get that mark of the beast, don't get that chip. If they always gonna start off small and say it's good for you. That after they start off small and say it's good for you, that's when they're gonna start forcing.